Hello everybody! Welcome back to Vampyr. I forgot to change the title. Whoop. Yeah, give me a minute. In the meantime, I hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, noon, night, wherever you all are in the world. Let's see. Last we left off, we were looking for someone who was cavorting with some ne'er-do-wells that is actually a nurse. And because of that, we've had to go on an investigation. But we found out the person that was cavorting with our strange person was, well, Miss Crane. The first person we met. The one that looked ahead, that had a lot of integrity. Nope. It's like, alrighty then. So yeah, we'll continue, with the blackmail in Whitechapel. I want to see if we can find this blackmailer. But so far I'm having a hard time, so I'm not that high of a level. I'm trying to do a playthrough where I don't drink any of the main people's blood. That could give me a shit ton of XP. So. So yeah, a lot of my plan is just killing a bunch of enemies for grinding. Okay. Now I gotta look at the map. I think the best way for me to get is through here, because I've tried going through here and it's giving me nothing, so I'll just have to be very careful and not tangle with ghouls that are higher level and go from there. And you would have thought I would have gotten all the components for medical stuff, but I guess not. Alright, let's see if I can go this way. And hopefully I won't tangle with higher level. If I do, well, fuck me. It's gonna suck. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so right now I have a machete. There we go. Which gives me an attack speed of 15. Should probably change with something else. Better stamina, lower attack speed, better stamina usage. It's just horrible. Worse stamina, better damage, same attack speed. It's terrible all the way around, but it's also a two-handed weapon, so it makes sense to why it is slow. Alright, person. Yeah, so we're not gonna tangle with this guy. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Cool. Shillings. Stunt. Oh, you're in my way. Okay, they're not terrible if I don't attack Mr. 18. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna... Ow. Nom nom.
Nom 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 nom.
We have to stop it! Shit, that
Nom nom nom.
Come here.
Nom nom.
Bye bye. Oh, no, not yet. And you're dead. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was only those two. Oh yeah, this guy. The fuck was that? Okay. That's it. Dead inside. Oh, hello? Hideout, nice. Okay. Don't even need a refill. I haven't used any guns so far. Okay. Fuck. I need to up the speed. If I can. Increase damage or damage dealt, absorb blood when the weapon hits. Ooh. Cool. Bloop. Influenza, frequently complicated with
More and more of these bloody leeches every night.
with pneumonia. Prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. It's locked all right. A leech! A leech! Die, vermin!
Come on.
Die, vermin!
And I drink the rest of your blood. Give me your blood. Nom nom. Come on. You missed. Come on. Ow. Give it to me. Dead. Can't go that way. There we go.
It's locked.
Oh, fuck off, toy. Oh, Jesus.
It's locked, all right.
The other side. Flippin' fun here. Where the hell am I? Oh, right here. Ah! There we go.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Large pillbox. Ooh. Butcher shop. Okay. Oh, he's quite dead.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Uh-oh.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets, not me.
Where's the body?
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Oh, he missed.
From the sick and suffering.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Wow. You're full of piss and vinegar there, bud.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital?
Hey, bud.
If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Okay. Hey, bud.
What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what
Of course I
happened?
did.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a
Hi.
few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Wait, what?
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills.
Wait, you almost shot your
Everything's
kid?
coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
That's not an excuse.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
Not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
But what?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I'm, what? Fuck is this?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a
Oh my
miraculous
God.
cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What the fuck?
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Does it even fucking help?
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Jesus.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Not if it's actually Nurse Crane, because she will actually fucking help people.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
You've wasted your life away.
Can be recycled for components. I'm actually curious, though. Bracelet. For my curiosity, I will buy it.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Didn't I?
It's all a bloody joke to you, isn't it?
Oh, you have just a pure migraine, alright.
This elixir will give you faith again.
I gotta go over there anyways. Okay.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Okay. I need to get over there. I think I need to get over there because it's doing the exact same animation. Okay, so I need to go other side. Alright, he sits.
It's locked.
Fucker. Ah, is there a way to get over there? Excuse me.
There's nobody here.
Okay. What am I doing? I think he's supposed to do something, and for some flipping reason, it's frozen.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Uh-huh.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
The dead are inside. Let's see. Ooh, loot. Lots and lots of loot. Jesus. Oh, this is a hideout? Jesus Christ, alright. Woof. Thought it was like a boss battle or something. Nope, just a hideout. Just a regular old hideout. Okay. Excuse me. I only get a glass file out of that shit? Oh, that is bull. Oh, I gotta get this lane. I don't know where to get the recipes for it. Sucks. Alright, let me out. Let me out.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Oh my god.
According to
An
you,
area full of piss and
physicians
vinegar.
are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation.
Considering
Would you
Jack
say
the
it's
Ripper?
justified?
Yes!
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Good for you.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
That's fair.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive
Oh
you?
god. Ma'am? No.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle.
Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
Okay. Did that freeze? Is this a thing that happens? Where's my phone? Fucking hell. Do not tell me it froze. Yeah, he's been doing the exact same thing over and over again. What's his name? Bug. Okay. So it seems to be it was a running issue. Let me see if I have a way to fix it or do something to remedy it. Come on. Actually, I should probably put PS4. Blackmail. Okay. Slowly walk into the alley towards the gate with your vampire senses activated. Oh, really? Ah! Thank you, Reddit. Because that would have bugged the fuck out of me. Now we know for next time if there's an investigation shit going along.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
So she is there. Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
This thing is like the game doesn't explain to you what you need to do, and that's like a what the fuck moment.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
The fuck are you?
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
What?
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis.
Not one who I'm looking.
Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
I'll just talk to him.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Jesus.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Why? Well, let's see what he got.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Ooh. You had some good shit here, bud. It's expensive, but you got good shit here, bud. Actually, the ring is pretty good, and I have like 3 of them, so you know what? Why the hell not?
You again? What?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
What?
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Oh?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Back and forth, back and forth. What the fuck you supposed? God damn.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson, He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
Uh-huh. What's the story?
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Despair can be poison.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
What?
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that.
Okay.
Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
I'm okay with that, actually. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
It's like you're in the middle of an epidemic. Alright, who's this guy?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost
God.
than I thought, my son.
Bro.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon.
Tell that to the person that turned me to a vampire.
Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
Let's see what
do you
his
mean?
other...
Quite a...
Well, you...
Well, I suppose I...
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic.
Yes.
But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
What is your plan?
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes.
Oh, God.
No.
What is left, then?
Cleansing fire.
No.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Next. Hey, bud.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
I see.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
So you sent him to die?
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Oh, God.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Richard Interpol and Clayton Derby. Who are you?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous
surgeon.
He
knows me.
I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Okay.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Huh.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies.
No shit.
I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Okay.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Alright, okay, can't go there. This guy I'm looking for is behind the church. Alright. Oh! Ow. That hurt. Your blood. Dingus. Oh, fuck. A little bit late. Oh, fuck off. Of course, like right during my animation. Come on. Oh, fuck you, dude. Blood. Die? Die. Yeah, dead. Okay. Find Richard in here. He's behind the church. It should be in here. Oh, hi. You must be Richard.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where
Especially
I
in
must be to
Whitechapel.
feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
Uh-huh.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Alright.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you, for a start, my dear Doctor.
Bruh.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Okay.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
Sure, sir.
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. And those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
A letter in a mailbox, and I'm very close to it. Okay. I unlocked it. Good. Small flower bouquet with voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. Okay. She's been helping. Aha. So she's been putting out the vouchers in between. Haha. Hello, ma'am.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade.
Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Tell me about Richard Nithercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well. Goodbye then.
Where's that box? Where's the fuck? Oh, there it is. I was like, where the hell's that mailbox? Okay. And the letter read as such. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advance this year. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is only one I must make now. To feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am, as your loving father, Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Alright. Okay. Rin.
Would you like me to revive you?
Alright, I want to talk to her just to get it out of the way.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no
I'm a
interest
conversationalist.
I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Alright. Let's go back. Let's see if I can get him to open the bloody door.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Considering she's one of my nurses, yeah.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really?
It's like, now that I'm in love with her, she has a lot of spunk, and I wish I had her when I was trying to win a revolution.
Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy.
I've seen that.
A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Fair enough.
Tell me everything you know.
Okay, I already got that.
Do you have any family left,
hey,
Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane?
That's one thing I was wondering, is like, how the
Why
fuck?
does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. but I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Alright. Let's see Miss Crane. Oh, I think we got a vampire. Fuck it. Do it after.
I need help!
Nurse Crane!
Here, nurse.
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Right.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Jesus. I'm very happy that I don't need to do like a quick time event or nothing. It's just talking.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you alright, Doctor?
Nope.
I can't see.
This is getting very hard.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Fuck.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Oh.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
She was mutating.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
No.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us.
Correct.
So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Can't carry on like this.
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashby?
Why her?
Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
What? Oh no, there's a third option. I'm not embracing.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
Okay, it's not as terrible as I thought. I wonder what the third option is.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Huh. Oh god. Interview with a vampire. I missed I lost a hint. Probably because I needed another hint. I stole 5 shillings.
It's locked, all right.
Whatever. Hello? What? I don't know where Nurse Crane is, but fuck it.
Bloody
Nope, I ain't human. You are correct, sir. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. You're mine. Fuck you. Come on, come on.
Look at it! Got up like kindling!
Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh no. Fuck! Where's Nurse Crane? Okay, she's why is she upstairs? You would have thought she would have noticed if he wasn't human, but okay. Oh, she's behind the door.
It's locked, all right.
Motherfucker. I wanted to talk to you, but okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can I unlock both so I can easily get there? Yes. Good, good. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go the other way back so that I can unlock all the gates. I can easily get back either way.
As long as you have the money.
Because Jesus Christ. Oh, I got a good amount of XP.
It's locked.
Okay. Big old case of, oh boys, that was a vampire thing with being a doctor was kind of rough there.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Uh-huh. Sure, man. Sure.
It's locked, all right.
Est-ce que je veux? Hello? Well, okay. Whew. Alright.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Jesus. Alright.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin!
Yeah, you're mine. Ow. Oh, I'll deal with you first. Fuck.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin!
You're mine. Come on, you bitch McGee. Fuck you and your orange bullshit. Give me your fucking blood. Fuck you. Oh, fuck's sakes, you and your fire bullshit. Give me your fucking blood. Fuck you, dude. Put me in a goddamn corner. You're not my target. Give me your fucking blood. Fuck you. Mr. Toby Sheen, you're gonna die, motherfucker. Whew. Fuck you, dude. Alright. And away I go. Back in Pembroke. Huzzah. Okay. I'm gonna keep whatever I have left so that I can somehow, at some point, get migraines. Great. Okay. Where? Okay. It's like, where the fuck she goes? She's still in the same spot. Ah. Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of
Question
the
one.
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
Okay.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Okay, so it's a mutual helping.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Okay. Why did you save me?
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that
I don't
created
even think
me
it was a
then.
vampire.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
Huh. Okay.
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now. And 27 I shall remember.
Alright.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
The fuck is worse?
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form.
The fuck is worse?
But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Huh.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue.
Only thing we know, he's male.
But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may
Bye-bye.
discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Huh.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club.
Welcome to the
I've
masquerade,
learned from
gents.
experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once?
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
Okay.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Alright.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified
So I got
elder
bit
is
by an
stalking
elder
the streets
vampire?
of London.
Fuck me!
Excuse my forwardness, but
I don't think so.
are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
So someone talking in your head is done by someone, a vampire that is an elder.
A
Fuck
vampire?
me running.
Is that
Oh my god.
what we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Similar to Vampire the Masquerade, where there's multiple vampire types, like the Gangrels, the Toreadors, the Tremere, the Malkavians. There's also multiple types of vampires. Give me a second, I need to let the dog out of my room, because I think the roommate came home. Hold on a minute. I have the tent from the quick little letting out the dog because I think he heard the roommate downstairs.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Okay.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Okay. Okay, so that's also, I think, similar to Vampire Masquerade. Similar to a lot of vampire
I bid you farewell
based
for now,
stories. So
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
to see the fuck. Rest and of two evolve. Yeah, I'll do that after. I have a good amount. Alright.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
How do I save my plant? I would like it to live. Okay. Analyze. Give me a light stamina serum. Ooh, nice.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls.
Huh.
Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Oh. Alright. Fatigue. Cold. Fatigue. Cold. Got 2 colds. Let's get 2 colds. Pneumonia, cold. Alright, let's cure these people first. And I'll go see a Dr. Swansea. I was gonna say. Pip up, pip up, pip up, pip up, pip up, what the fuck? Pippa.
I have wasted going to reveal all your secrets.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, Harriet Jones. Clay Cox. Nurse.
Good evening, Nurse
Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Gwyneth.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Hippocratic Oath.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, who was the last fucking person I had to heal? That I could heal? Newton Blight, because I can't heal Oswald Thatcher until later. Where the fuck is he? Is he still out here? Or is he inside or outside? Where the fuck is he? How about that? Because he was located in one area before, but he could have been located in a completely different area now. Unknown. Okay.
Miss, please.
Okay. Oswald Thatcher's probably the other one's right next to him. Where's your friend? Ah, okay. So yeah, they're around here.
I cannot enter.
Bro. What? Huh. No!
It's
Let me in!
I can't understand why you still care for this bloody city. For God's sake, we're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that? We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being buried in a mass grave for these trivialities. We're not in the middle of a battlefield anymore. Things are different here.
Hello? Okay. I can't get there. Okay.
I know.
Ah, there we go. We're here.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that? Oh, come on, Ozzy, don't be like that. What? Like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves. Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me? You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you. Look, we survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Okay. They're gay. Oh, wait. Early 1900s. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Fuck the wall, right? And fuck them all. Fuck the wall. Fuck them all.
Okay. Cool. Whoopie ding ding, they're fucking gay. That shit happens. Hi, Bice. Hi, Bice. Hi, Bice. Yeah? Can I get in too? You're not gonna let me in, aren't you?
I cannot
Fucking
enter.
course not.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
And he's warm.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under
No, I know
bodies.
exactly what that feels like. I
Fucking
woke up.
vermin eating your flesh. Oswald.
Not the eating flesh part, but waking up underneath the body. Oh, fuck yeah.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
You have a cold.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Right, I can't help Thatcher until I can get the headache stuff. Alright, let's go see Swansea. Because I should be able to get more XP. Dr. Swansea. Sir.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
What?
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
Okay.
I have some rather bad news.
What?
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
What about her?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery.
Ooh.
Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Oh, buddy, I'm already aware she's dead. Fuck me. Jonathan needs to go lie down. And I'm probably gonna call it a night. Whoop. This way. Unless it'll also give me an excuse to go see Nurse Crane. And see what she has to say for sale. What the fuck was I doing? Right, going to rest. Okay. Oh my god. What the fuck? Rage. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strike them with furious blows. Okay. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. The shadows interrupt an enemy in the area, inflicted tremendous damage. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. So this is like a bomb. This is just anger. I will take anger. See how that works. Alright. Stamina. Stamina. Because that shit is really needed. Alright. So thank you everyone who's been watching the stream tonight. If you liked it, you can always follow me so you know the next time I pop online. Also, I will read this. As of late, the rumors of Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the distinct of hosting what might be the heart of London's medical black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain unassumed, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council Board of Health. By giving the populace a cheap and easy victory while the epidemic spreads more and the more each day. Worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease with much better than other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground? More proof of authority's criminal incompetence? All I know is this: if a Londoner has better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap flea-infested flat some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. RIP. What was I saying? Right. Thank you everyone who's been watching the stream. If you liked it, you can always follow me. So the next time I pop up online. Also, if you wish to see videos I've done in the past, older streams I've done in the past, you can always pop on over to the YouTube channel. The link is down below if you wish to see those. For anyone on YouTube who wants to see the videos live, you can always pop on over to the Twitch channel, and you'll be able to see me there. There is a schedule. There's a schedule on the days I will definitely stream. Unless something happens, then I might not stream if I don't pop up at some point during the night. But you can always follow me there if you want to get a heads up on that as well. You can always subscribe to the YouTube channel for anyone who's watching this on YouTube. And so that way you get an update the next time a new video pops up. Besides that, thank you everyone who has been watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!